in this vision, why do I see everybody catching hell? They're catching hell because hell is going to be brought on the earth, man. Even at the time Jeremiah was prophesying, before the Babylonians actually came, he gave them the vision. He gave them though it didn't fully hit, he was telling them the Babylonians are going to come. And you know what they called him? They called him a sellout. They said, you hate our people, Jeremiah. So what side are you on, Jack? Goodness gracious, man. Like, what's the big problem with Jacob's trouble, man? This is the way the Lord wrote the movie. You didn't tell the writer of Godzilla. You didn't call in and tell him, well, why did they destroy each other at the end of the movie, man? Come on, man. This is the way the Lord wrote the movie, man. We're gonna be delivered out of a crazy situation, man. But somehow, some way, some of us in that crazy situation are gonna be eating, chilling, while a lot of people are catching hell and being tormented. That's a part of it too. See, we bring out all aspects of the scriptures, man. You want us to leave one undone? Nah, no. People are in travail in this vision because people are going to be catching hell. And primarily, Jake, you're the target. See, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Oh, man. Come on, man. We're going to be saved out of that, man. Scarcely saved. I think that's how you spell it. First Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first be at us, begin at us, which shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of God. And that's a lot of the 2/3 are going to be catching hell. Ain't they, Jacob? They aren't they of the nation of Israel? They're just, hey, not all Israel's of Israel, so they're going to catch hell. They can't say that they weren't warned. What do you want us to do, man? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Now, scarcely, molus, with difficulty, hardly, not easily, i.e. scarcely, very rarely. What do you want? See? And before it gets to that point, these things will be rumors. This is the book of Jeremiah 50, even before the destruction of Babylon. Goodness gracious, is because Babylon ain't destroyed yet, mean it ain't going to be destroyed? Jeremiah 51. Man, matter of fact, I start at 44. And I will punish Baal and Babylon. See? Who's being exalted right now. And I will bring forth out of his mouth that which he swallowed up, the riches. and the nations shall not flow together anymore unto him. Yea, the wall of Babylon shall fall. Woo! That's coming. You see? So it behooves you to separate yourselves from this place spiritually, right? My people, go ye out of the midst of her, and deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of Yahweh. See that? You through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. The Lord gonna destroy this place. You see? Lest your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. So what's happening is a lot of you are really scared. Now, in the flesh, you do have moments where you're like, damn, that's going to be a lot. How are we going to get out of this? But you overcome that with what? What's written, the standard. See, your heart is fainting already. Here it is. We're showing you the article where Esau is saying these things. Okay, talking about forced vaccinations. It's a process, and you can see the process being put in place. But Jake, they want you to ignore that and tell Israel everything will be all right. We ain't got to go through nothing. Y'all ain't gonna have to step out on no faith. You ain't gonna have to be faced with bowing to the image of Baal or not. Get the hell out of here, man. There's a great motivation to having the person that you live to impress the most. And ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that, in another year shall come a rumor. And violence in the land, and ruler against ruler. Let's read this in the NLT. Right? But do not panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the first rumor of approaching forces. See that? For rumors will keep coming year by year. Now, who is the one who tells you of those rumors? The prophets. See? Violence will erupt in the land as the leaders fight against each other. Don't lose your heart or be afraid when those rumors are heard in the land, and that's what's happening. Now let's look up the word rumor. Shamawaya. News, report, rumor, report, news, tidings, mention. We are mentioning literally what Esau has planned and what he's doing. Right? But his question is, so since 4 to 5 months of the vaccine, did they force any skin color of people worldwide to take it? No, it's not being forced yet. But there's laws and legislation being placed upon the books. Now, see, the way this devil works, too, also, Isaiah 29 or Isaiah 10. See, the laws they already got planned, but they have these series of false flag events that they have to put out there to be justified in bringing the law forth. And you see it. Woe unto them, Isaiah 10:1, that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievous which they have prescribed. You see? Now this can be applied right now to Esau. Prescribed, meaning they already have it written down. They already know that they want forced vaccine. They already know that they want chip. But what do they got to do? They have to put forth the means in the earth. They have to put forth fear in the people through false flags in order to bring these. This is the Hegelian dialect. Pressure from above, pressure from below. This is what the Bible describes. When you get Revelation the 13th chapter, it clearly tells you that they're going to come like a lamb with two horns. Meaning you look to this side, it's looking like, oh, we're going to help you. You look to that side, it's looking like, oh, they want to help you. But what is the end game is your rights are taken. See, and you don't have your soul. They want you to bow your soul. But what comes after that is he spake as a dragon, draconian measures, baby. Have you not saw the videos where we broke down what draconian laws are? So he had two horns like a lamb, Revelation 13 and 11, and he spake as a dragon. And they're just about done playing and hiding their agenda behind the lamb. See, they're coming down with great wrath. The Bible tells you the devil is coming down with great wrath, but when you see it, or when you hear it from the prophets, it's a problem, man. Like I said, go listen to those guys feeding you those lies that there will be no Jacob's trouble. Why do you bother yourself with coming to listen to us? So where is the Jacob's trouble? So since it ain't here yet, it ain't coming, you just wait. See? be a comforter to our people. We go into visions of the end. We go into the kingdom. We go into what we gonna be doing in the kingdom. How the devil gonna fall. How we gonna, have the whole earth under Yahushua, gold, riches, new wine, all of that. But that ain't comforting enough, right? Showing you that the mass majority of the people who watch these videos are full of shit. A lot of you, man. Start at 16. We end it off here, man. Sirach 39. And 16. All the works of the Lord are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. See that? Whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season. The chip, Jacob's trouble, women getting trampled down as the mire in the street, Esau coming down with great wrath, the kingdom. All of these things that are written are going to be accomplished in due season. But it is a process. You hear that? So if you don't want to hear about Jacob's trouble, if you don't want to hear the 100% truth, go and listen to the 64% truth with Rap the News and Big Levi and Big Judah and all these big niggas, man. Because you are not going to force us to teach what they're teaching so that you can be, your itch can be scratched. And none may say, what is this? Or wherefore is that? For at a time conveniently they shall be sought out. At his commandment the water stood as an heap, and the words of his mouth, all right, and at the words of his mouth, the receptacles of water. At his commandment is done whatsoever please him, and none can hinder when he will save. So, in due season, okay, all of these things that we're prophesying are going to happen in due seasons. You will see Jacob's trouble, man. All right? So with that,